The Chicago Bears make a surprising offensive line move at this point in the offseason. We're going to talk about it all and more and give a quick update. But first, we got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's get into this quick update. Per ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Chicago Bears have claimed offensive lineman Jordan McFadden, who was waived by the Los Angeles Chargers. And this is a move that, hey, it's solid when it comes down to it. The Bears have not yet announced the claim. They did, sooner rather than later. But McFadden is 25 years old. He's a former fifth-round pick in 2023. He was drafted out of Clemens when it came down to it. He didn't make the Chargers' 53-man roster in 2024. He was inactive for most of the year. He'd only dressed for one game on the season. And in the offseason, Jim Harbaugh tried to convert him to a fullback, which is something that the Bears already have history with trying to convert offensive linemen to fullback. So hopefully the Bears don't try to get cute and get that done when it comes down to it. But, hey, the Bears have already started working on some things with their offensive line. Jordan McFadden is a guy that he has some promise, right? He has some potential there. And I think that's really what this is when it comes down to it. This is a move for the Bears to claim somebody that they want to take a look at, whether it be through training camp, whatever the process is. He may even not end up making the 53-man roster. But the Bears clearly saw some talent in him. Take that for what you will with Ryan Poles' evaluation of offensive linemen. But at the end of the day, we'll see what it comes down with this one, man. I don't think this is anything too crazy. It's nothing necessarily too major, but you guys know when news drops, we drop. It just is what it is. A little bit late on this one just because of family stuff going on, but had to give the update on this one. And I think when you look at Jordan McFadden, right, 6'2", 303 pounds, this guy has the size, right? And actually coming out of the draft combine, people thought that he did have starting level upside. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be what he clearly that's not what he's been up until this point. But when you look at it, he ran a 4.9 40. And for an offensive lineman to run a 4.9 40, that's actually pretty damn good when it comes down to it. So, that's solid in there. He went through the three-cone drill in 7.7 seconds. He had a 25-inch vertical jump. Not that. Why do you have offensive linemen jump? Why in the draft combine do they have the offensive linemen jump? How often are offensive linemen jumping? What's happening there? Why are offensive linemen jumping in the draft combine? They're going to hurt themselves. But all jokes aside, man, it is what it is. When he was coming out of the draft class as well, he scored a 7.7 out of 10 on the RAS. He ranked 327th out of 1,423 guards from 1987 to 2003. 2023. So, his measurements and things were solid enough, right? And maybe the Bears can find a diamond in the rough when it comes down to it. Not necessarily expecting it, but maybe that's what they can get out of this. We'll see ultimately what comes down to it. The Bears need a lot of work on that offensive line, and I'm not mad at Ryan Poles seeing a guy that he says, hey, maybe there's a little something there. Let's claim him off waivers. If he doesn't work out, you can waive him. No harm, no foul. And the Bears are just at this point, again, much like they're doing with their coaching search, trying to find something that sticks, right? And I hope that this isn't the level of move that Ryan Poles is looking at, right? We hope not that he's going to go through in the draft process, free agency, and actually find us some guys, but we'll see. Rog Warrior says, here we go again. We grabbed someone who really hasn't played. Poles is still looking for that diamond in the rough, but so far he's found Cole. And you're 100% right. So far, the diamond in the rough searches for offensive linemen have not yielded any results. And so we got to hope that is going to start to change here, right? And like I said, if you even hit on one, if you find one diamond in the rough, right, that's more than most people find. But it seems like Ryan Poles is in this continual search, like he thinks he's the smartest man in the offensive lineman room, and he's just going to find somebody that's just going to turn into this amazing starting level offensive lineman. And we just have not seen that yet. We have not seen that yet. Crimson, always on point and witty. Ryan Poles always looking for a diamond in the rough. Man ended up with a rock collection. That's crazy. That's crazy, but accurate. So let's hope. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this could amount to a lot of nothing when it's all said and done, but we'll see what comes of it for the Chicago Bears. But I wanted to give that update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Chi Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. No, that's the wrong number. 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up.